We're with Peter Tinworth. He's the president of the Sydney Middle Harbour 16-foot skiff clubs, and it's Christmas time, and we're coming towards the end of the year, and I believe there's something happening down at the club at the moment. Peter, you're getting ready for the Nationals, are you?
Certainly, Jeff. Yeah, thank you for allowing me the time. Yeah, on the 2nd of January we begin hosting the Australian 16 and 13-foot skiff national championships at a Middle Harbour 16-foot skiff club. The boys are going to be racing, and girls for that matter, boys and girls are going to be racing out in the sound of Sydney Harbour and out between the heads. At the moment, expectations are of, we have 62 entries on the 16-footers and about 11 of the 13s, which is the feeder class into the adult boat.
And they come from all around Australia?
At the moment, we've got them from all over New South Wales and from Queensland. The Darling Point Sailing Club up in Queensland has boats coming down, both 16s and 13s. And then we have them from as far south as Illawarra Yacht Club, Belmont Skiff Club up at the lake, and of course Manly, ourselves, Drummoyne, etc. So a good fleet.
Tell us about the 16s.
At 16s, we as a club have been racing them for 115 years. Over the next couple of years, between Manly, Belmont and Darling Point, each of those clubs will break the century of sailing them as well. They're obviously a 16-foot long boat, 2 on the wire. The beauty of the class is that the skipper sits on his bum and hikes out, so he doesn't have to get on the wire. So we have ages from as young as 17, 18, all the way up to 65 and 70 even, racing them as skippers, because they don't have to get too physical. They have the young boys on board to do that for them. So at the present point in time, we are the largest skiff fleet in the country, with more registered boats and more clubs sailing them. And we hope to continue that. We are actually growing. Numbers in the fleet are growing since the association moved to production in China. So the new boats are coming into China. That save money. We've gone to carbon fibre, and they're a very quick little machine when they get going.
And do you buy the boat as a package, or? You
buy the whole boat as a package, yeah, through the association. They set it up for you, and the association's now running a parts shop, so if you do need stuff, we've got it on the shelf. But it's a full package, which makes it simpler. It's allowed costs to be kept under control. Of course, we have currency issues, but everybody faces that. But I think because we've managed to control the cost, that's where we're seeing the growth. People know what to expect. And the new boats are holding their value too. So we're on generation 3, I think, out of China now. So we've had about 30 boats down in the last 24 to 36 months, and with more on order for next year. So we're very positive at the moment, very positive.
And the cost of the package?
Look, taking currency into account, anything between $50,000 and $60,000 approximately. By the time your exchange rates muck around and whatnot, when we were on parity, it was even lower than that. But at the moment, it's about $55,000, which gets you 2 rigs. That's ready to go. Yeah. Ready to go. Wouldn't give you a trailer, but and you know, we're finding that with the club's support, because we'll help finance the guys into them, and with their sponsors and whatnot, it's working very, very well.
So if you're a sponsor and you want to get into sailing and you want to get into skiff clubs in a burgeoning class like the 16s, contact you? Or?
Contact me if you like through Middle Harbour 16s, or the boys down at Manly Skiff Club, who are a slightly larger club than us with more boats racing, but they're certainly across what's going on. So either of us, or your local skiff club, Belmont, Illawarra, Darling Point, all of them will be able to help you out, Drummoyne for that matter. But yeah, just contact the clubs and we'll steer you in the right direction, put you in touch with the association.
And the Nationals, once again, they're on from?
Nationals will kick off on the 2nd and run through to the 7th of January. For the first time ever, we are doing back-to-back racing on a couple of days. We have Spectator boats leaving from the club on those days. That's Thursday the 4th and Saturday the 6th, so you're welcome to come down, and $35 will get you out there for the day watching it and see what we're all about. But we're expecting it to be pretty busy out there with upwards of 70, 75 skiffs tearing around. It'll be a lot of fun.
Well, it certainly sounds like it. Well, if anybody's interested, that's the details.
That's the details.
Thanks, Peter.
Thank you very much, Jeff.